Do we have that? Make host. Okay, you're host now.
Let me see.
There we go.
Okay.
That's weird. And yes,
Yeah,
never had that before.
yeah, first time. Every day, you don't know what will happen when you go online, really.
Especially the other day with the Zooms and that. So I'm gonna take advantage of the full hour. We'll have a hard stop at 11. So I'm gonna start right now.
Okay.
Welcome everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Helena. I'm the executive director with the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. And these webinars are so important. We're so appreciative of our relationship, our partnership with the SBA, Small Business Administration, and with Manly Lynn. She comes on to our online networking, and she gets to really hear the types of businesses that are represented throughout the New York area within the Greater New York Chamber, whether they whether they have struggles to access the capital, growing their business, or they're thriving. And the information that she hears from businesses, she takes to her constituents, whether it's in New York City or New York or Washington, D.C. So I'm going to, right now, she is the Economic Development Specialist for the U.S. Small Business Administration in the New York District Office. And we're going to start right off because this is a really popular topic, how to get government contracts. We talk about this all the time at the Chamber. So I'm going to turn it over to Manly Lynn. It is being recorded. This will be on Chamber TV. Manly Lynn usually does give me the PowerPoint presentation. I just want to confirm that with her. If you want it, we'll send it to you. Place your questions in the chat. I will be monitoring the chat, and at the end, like at 10:45, 10:50, we'll stop and answer the questions there to let Manly go over the full presentation, listen to what she says, write the questions in the chat as we go along, and then we'll go back. So Manly, take it away, and thank you so much. You are like the champion of small business, and for putting this information out there is so important for businesses. So thank you.
No, thank you, Helena, Greater New York Chamber of Commerce, for the opportunities to share the information with all of you. And we wish you, can expand your business to the global market and government contracting. So you will receive this PowerPoint because a lot of information. So I have to go through really fast. So you know what's available in the PowerPoint, and you need to take actions to really search and find opportunities and make a good relationship with those agencies. They need your product and services. So the first thing we'd like to share with you, SBA, we provide one-on-one counseling through our resource partner. So one-on-one is very important, especially everybody's business is different. So you can go to the website and choose the resource partner you want to make appointment with. Also, SBA will provide different financing programs. So no matter what stage of your business, we have programs for you. Today, I'm going to talk about government contracting and disaster assistance. Actually, right now, we know that lower Hudson Valley flood, we have disaster loan for you. So please contact us if you need further information. And disaster loan program interest rate only 2 point something. So first thing I would like to share with you why we encourage you to pursue the government contracts. Every year, U.S. government buy almost everything. And every year's budget is more than $500 billion. Last year actually go up to $700 billion. So there are three different ways that governments are buying. The first one, full and open competition. Like everybody will see opportunities, and then you can submit your proposal. That's compete for the grants and also the government contract. The second one, we have a small business set aside program for business between $350, $500 and $250,000 have to go to small business of the 23% of their expenses. Okay, so 23% of the purchase have to buy from small business. 12% have to buy from small disadvantaged business. 3% have to buy from hub zone business. 3% have to buy from service disabled veterans, and 5% have to buy from women of small business. So I will go to each of them in detail. So you can see that we protect small business. So in 2022, actually, for the federal, we award 26.5% to small business. So it's $163 billion go to small business. So SBA is here for you to help you to get government contract. The third one is sole source. There is a rule in government contracting called rule of two. If, for example, if I need to buy something for my events, for government events, I need to at least have more than one business approach me, and then I can choose one. But if you are certified, I will explain those programs that if you're certified, we can buy from you. Even you just have one business approach us, and your price is reasonable, and your product or services quality is good, we can buy from you. So you don't have to compete with any other business. Okay. So a lot of myths about government contracts. So we'd like to encourage you. The first things, a lot of small businesses, they're afraid that, if they deliver their product or services, they don't get paid, on time, or, or not even get paid. For local government agency, that's true. But for the federal level, actually, you don't have to worry about that, because by law, for a federal government agency, they have to pay you within 30 days of invoice. Okay. And the second one, a lot of small businesses, they dare not to compete with the huge business. But now you know that we have set aside for small business, and also a lot of assistance only help the small business. So the first thing is you have to know that which agency need your product or services. So you have to spend some time to do the research, but I'm going to teach you today, okay? And the second one, do you have any federal government contracting experience? I know many of you not yet. It's not easy to get first one, but if you work with local governments first, because they have more local small contract. So that's a good one for you to put on your capability statement. So I will talk about that later. Today, I'm going to talk about New York City, New York State certification too. So you need to have cash flow, inventory, and working capital to show that you can complete the jobs. The third one, are you capable of fulfilling the contract? You have to make sure you can do the work. You can submit what they need. And the last one, do you know where to find the opportunities? I'm going to let you know. So first things, you have to know which agency needs your product or services. A lot of people ask me, can you just tell us what governments buy? Not just the goods, okay? It's also a lot of services. For example, SBA, we provide a lot of funding for those nonprofit organizations to help small business. So we need accountant, okay? We need event planner. We need a business to coordinate the training for our, for example, emerging leaders program. So a lot of opportunities for you do not limit yourself. Just go to find those opportunities. But you have to find your niche, okay? You have to really make sure that you can, accomplish your goal and to meet the government agencies' need. And you have to understanding the areas of government spending. I will have website for you. And very important, know your competition and their contracts. So competition, in the past, if you meet somebody in the same industry as yours, you think they are your competitor. But now, today I will introduce you that as SBA, we help small business to team up. Government allows small business to team up to get a bigger contract. So when you meet somebody in your same industry, please change the competition to partnership. So that's very important for the government contract now. So these are the 3 websites that you can find opportunities. The first one is SAM.gov, okay? All the government purchase more than $25,000, they have to post on this website. The second one is USA Spending. So any penny that government spend, you can find which agency bought from whom. So you can learn about the agency, and also you can learn about those people, and the vendors, they got a contract. So you can partner with them or learn from them. The third one is the forecast. Government agency, usually we have 1 year, 2 years. So if you are not ready yet, you can find the future opportunity to get ready. And also you need to build up the good relationship with those agencies need your product and services. Also, this is an important website that you can go, is a directory we call Dynamic Small Business Search. This is in the same. So right now they allow business, when you go to SAM and you open an account, create an account, of course you can have your information there, including your website. So now actually you can allow small business, you can have your websites and also capability statements there. Capability statements is a special like resumes for your business, for government contract. I will have a sample for you later. So you can post that in the directory. So government agency can find you, and also other business they want to partner with you, they can find you. So this is something new. Okay, they just announced last week. So government, they are looking for business. A lot of people ask me, they are just startups, can they get government contract? The answer is yes. Depends on the industry, if they need your product or services, okay? But most of the time, government agency, they want to work with established, reliable business. So you need to show them that you always provide your goods and services on time, within budget, with local government, local government agency. So you need to show that. That's why most of the business, startups actually, they're difficult to get a contract. So the other things, you need to spend time to do the research, find the opportunities, which agency may need your product and services. And the other things is, those agencies, they don't know you. They don't know that you want to do business with them. So you need time to build up the good relationship with them and know that you are reliable. Okay, so later, also today, I will have some slides talk about how to do marketing to the government agency. Okay? And also you need to have enough cash flow to show them you can complete the job. And the last one, e-commerce savvy. I think right now, everybody need to know at least those basic communications, emails, show them you use the, digital marketing or digital tools to help your business. So I will go to these 5 steps for start your journey, okay, government contracting journey. So first one, you have to register on SAM. So in the past, you need to get DUNS number to register on SAM. Now you don't have to. Go to SAM.gov and you open an account. They will assign we call UEI, unique entity identifiers, number to you. Okay, so you don't have to worry the DUNS number anymore. But you need to find the next codes, the correct next codes for your industry. Maybe most of the business have more than one. Okay, so you should find all of them. If they have the information in the database, then the computer will do the automatic match. They can notify you. This the next code. You can see that this is here. You can find that you are a small business. You have to meet the definition of SBA's small business. Okay, so generally speaking, if you're a manufacturing business, if you have fewer than 500 employees, you are a small business. But other non-manufacturing business depends on your annual revenue. So generally speaking, it's $7.5 million, but depends on your industry according to your next code. For example, like a construction company, there are different kind of construction industry company can go up. Some of them can go up to $34.4 million annual revenue and still is qualified as a small business. If you are not sure, please contact our office. There are 2 websites that they can help you to verify, even including your affiliates. So this one, okay, you go to SAM. I already mentioned because right now during the pandemic, the one good things for government contract is they combine all the websites together. Now you can go to SAM for everything related to the government contract and acquisition. So SAM, I already mentioned there is a database. Okay, it's a database. All the government agency, they want to buy from you. You need to be in the database. So the first things, you just open an account there, provide the correct information. So it's like a resume that you can do by yourself. You don't have to ask for any assistance. Just prepare something outstanding to show your specialty, okay? But every year they will notify you to update the information. You will contain the last one, they will give you a cage number. The cage code actually in the future, when you deal with all the agency, you will need that number. Number 4, you have to maintain compliance because you're working with the government. So you have to comply with all laws and the regulations. So I have the information here for you. A lot of websites actually you have to explore after today's. So this is a cybersecurity requirement right now. If you want to work with U.S. Department of Commerce, they have the requirement, okay? You have to, they request for proposals will list on the cybersecurity maturity model certification. So you can go to the project spectrum, okay? They have a programs you can learn what you need to get certified. So I think all the business, even you're not going to do business with the Department of Defense, with other agencies, this would be a good one. Okay, so I already mentioned there are set aside programs for certain small business. So I'm going to talk about the certification. Okay, the good news is the following certification, you can do it by yourself. Okay, you can certify, go to the website. The first one, veterans owned business, I will go to the detail. There are two kinds of certification. And so 3%, 12%, 5%, 3%. You have to show them you have the certification. Okay, so some of the certification like 8A take more than 7 months. So please do it as early as possible. Do not wait to the last minute. So this is the certification. The first one, I want to talk about the qualification for the 8A. Okay, 8A is one special programs we call socially and economically disadvantaged business. I will go to the detail. Women-owned small business and HUB-zone small business. HUB-zone small business is historically underutilized business law. So all the federal government certification, all the owners, okay, all the owners actually have to be U.S. citizen. Okay, a lot of business ask if not citizen. For federal level, really required to be U.S. citizen. For city and state, I don't think they need to be U.S. citizen, but you should verify with them. Sometimes the regulation changed. Okay? And also the second requirement, 51% ownership, okay, more than 51% ownership are unconditional and direct. Okay, unconditionally and directly own and control at least 51% of the business, and the 51% ownership cannot go through cannot under other business entity. So control means the owners, okay, that make the long-term decision and manage the day-to-day operation. So because especially that's for women on small business, I will explain that later. So women have to be the one really manage the business. The next requirement is for-profit, okay? Nonprofit organizations, they have other tax systems, so they can apply for the grants, but not for the government contract. So a lot of people ask, can individual, okay, sole proprietorship, partnership, LLC, S corporation, C corporation, it's all qualified, okay, no matter what business structures you have. And this one is important, okay, cannot have been debarred or suspended by any federal government agency, especially IRS. And the last one is have a place of business in the U.S. So this is not for the foreign business. Foreign business sell to U.S. government, they have another channel and another application requirement. So here I provide you the document that you should prepare, because a lot of business ask me, say how long they need to certify, okay, how much time they have to do the certification. Certification process is not difficult or doesn't have to take a long time, but most of the business, they need a lot of time to collect, to gather all the documents they need and all the information. So I really encourage you, prepare all the documents and save them on your desktop. So when you go to those websites, you can upload right away. And please be careful when you fill out all the form. Please make sure that all the information match to your document. For example, there's one women-owned business. She's certified as a women-owned business, and then she just make a mistakes on actually on the name of the business. She missed one dot, and then she spent 5 years to correct that. Okay, so make sure you have all the information correct. Okay, this is also for different business structure, the document description for you. Now, the first certification is 8A. Okay, this is a term that you have to be familiar with. When you go to those procurement events, a lot of people will ask you, are you 8A certified? Okay. So 8A certification official name is Socially and Economically Disadvantaged Business Certification. This is a 9-year business development programs. So the advantage I list here, there are a lot of advantage, 5 of them. Okay, set aside, we already say originally was 5% set aside. From 2022, raised up to 12%. I know right now they even will raise even higher. Okay, so set aside for you. And the sole source means you don't have to compete with anybody else. If you are certified for 8A, you can approach to the office. Okay, so you can get. We have like our office. We have a team. Business opportunity specialist team. They can help you navigate those contracting opportunities, and also can participate in SBA's mentor project program. You can team up with other business, and also you can get management and technical assistance. And the last one, you can compete for contract awards under the multiple social economic programs. So a lot of advantage. Okay, the first requirement is you have to in business. You have to have been business for at least 2 years, unless you have the following situation. But I encourage you because 8A is only 9 years, so you don't have to rush in. You should wait until you're ready. So what does that mean? You are ready. The first one, you have the capability to deliver your services or product. The second one, you have sufficient cash flow. You can show them you have ability to complete the jobs. And the third one, you have capability, okay, to show them, demonstrate to them that you have the capability. So you need to let them see you have those contracts with local governments or with other big, like the big private sectors. And the number 4, you have to show that you have successful past performance. I know many of small businesses, they didn't work with government yet. Okay, so if you have the very good private sector customers, that's the one. Okay, then the last one, are you open to advice on growing your business? Means you should talk to like our office. They can give you advice how you should get government contract. So when you are ready, when you are really ready, then you can certify for that, because 9 years 8A certification is one-time use of eligibility. Means once in a life you only have 9 years. After 9 years, you say you graduate. During the 9 years, we will hold your hand to help you. After 9 years, you are supposed to know how to do that by yourself. Okay. So the next qualification, okay, is if you are one of the following groups, then you are socially disadvantaged, because 8A is socially and economically disadvantaged business. So if you are Black American, Asian Pacific American, Hispanic American, Native American, and subcontinental Asian American, you are socially disadvantaged business. But if you are not one of the 5 groups that we just mentioned, if you can show that you have experienced bias for a while, of course, you have to prove those, you need to write down the narrative to prove that you still can qualify. So for the economic disadvantage business, they want to see your past 3 years, your total assets, your individual net worth, and your personal income. I put all the maximum amount here for you, but they don't count your residential property worth, so do not worry about that. So here, I also put the documents and the information to apply for the 8A for you. So gather all those information. The second certification I'm going to talk about is Women-Owned Small Business and Economic Disadvantaged Women-Owned Small Business. There are 2 kinds of women-owned small business certification. Women-owned, there are 646 next code, and economic disadvantaged women-owned have 113 next code. You can find, please go to this website. Make sure you are one of them. Actually, they cover most of the industry. So for the women-owned small business certification, you need to be at least 51% owned and controlled by women, and they have to be U.S. citizen. And the second requirement, especially important, women have to be the one manage day-to-day operations and also make long-term decisions. So before 2 years ago, women-owned small business can certify by themselves, but Congress find out a lot of so-called women-owned business. They are not the one really manage the business. They just own more than 51%, but they don't really manage the business. That's why women-owned business certification now cannot certify by yourself. So you apply. I will tell you the procedure next month. So this is the economic disadvantage. Also, they want to see your personal net worth, your gross income, and also your personal assets for the past 3 years. So you cannot certify by yourself, means you provide all the information, you answer all the questions, but you don't get certification right away. You apply, okay? So this is the website for women-owned business. You apply, you submit your documentation, but you have to wait until SBA approves your certification. SBA also provides third-party certification. So you can see here, we work with 4 nonprofit organizations. You can certify with them, but I just want to make it clear, they charge a fee and you have to pay them the fee, not SBA to pay for you. Okay. So, but if any certification, is free, okay? So please, you get assistance. Later, I will show you who can help you. Get assistance, and if you certify, it's not that difficult. You don't have to pay a fee. Now I'm going to talk about the HUBZone certification. The official name is Historically Underutilized Business Zone. There are 2 requirements. The first one, your principal office is located in the HUBZone. So we have a new HUBZone map. Okay, start from July 1st, actually. you can go to this website, enter your address. They will tell you if you're in the hot zone. The principal office doesn't have to be your headquarters. Principal office is the biggest, the greatest number of your employees. For example, there was one New York business, construction business, they got a contract in Florida. So they hired a lot of workers in Florida. So Florida office was their principal office. The second requirement is more than 35% of the employees have to live in the hub zone, any hub zone, okay? Any hub zone doesn't have to be in the same hub zone as the business located. So the good things are, I think a lot of businesses say, oh, 35% sounds a lot. But this is benefit the small business because they count the business owner as an employee. So for example, if you only have one employee, either you or that employee live in a hub zone, you have 50%. So you're qualified. So I just want to show you, this is in Manhattan, Brooklyn. Okay, this is from Staten Island, okay, and Queens. So you really have to go to the map and enter that. So hub zone, you have socials, you have set aside 3%, and there is another benefit there's no other programs has, is you can get a 10% price evaluation preference. What's that mean? Usually the procurement officer, they have to choose the one with the best quality. But if there are two businesses, they have the same level of quality, they have to choose the cheaper one, the lower price one. But if you are a hub zone business, your price can be 10% higher than your competitor, and they can still buy from you. So this is really powerful for you. So, and the hub zone actually is the easiest one to certify, and also is the only government goal that they haven't reached yet. Never. Okay, 3% never reached yet. So actually, government agencies are looking for hub zone small business. Now I'm going to talk about the veterans certification. Something new in 2023. Originally, veterans business, they certify with VA, but now they changed. There are two kinds of certification for veterans. The first one is veteran-owned small business. They still certify with VA to compete for the Department of, for the VA's contract only, okay? So VA have set aside at least 7% for those veterans-owned small business. The second kind is service disabled veterans owned business. So certified through SBA. So if you have that certified, you can compete for all the federal government agency. So those are two different kind of certification. And please go to sba.gov, our website. We also have, the procedure the same. You verify that you're qualified, you register with SAM.gov, and then you can apply, okay, for the certification on SBA's website here. We also have the office can help all the veterans, so please utilize that, and we want to help you too. So now talk about government contract regulation. If you really like to learn all the details, please go to FAR, okay, Federal Acquisition Regulations, especially Part 13, 14, 15. they have simplified acquisition, sales bidding, and contracting by negotiation, the different kinds of government contract. So now you're ready. So you should search those opportunities online, but also we have a lot of, we call micro loan, micro purchase. So if any purchase under $3,500, the government agency, they don't have to post anywhere. So you can go to the local federal government office. A lot of business ask me, oh, federal government, do they have to go to Washington, D.C. to get a contract? The answer is no. Okay. Do you know there are more than 100 federal government offices in New York? So go to those local government agency, then make a good relationship with them, find out who is the purchaser, let them know you want to work with them. So the only requirement is that we use the government credit card, so you have to be able to receive the credit card, accept the credit card. And the other website I really encourage you, GSA, General Service Administration. They are the agency manage all the government's property. They buy the property, sell the property, rent out the property, and also hire the security and the cleaning company. So they have the similar, like a SAM and database, they call GSA schedule. So please go to their website and try to be on their GSA schedule so they can work with all the federal government agency. So this is something new, just announced this year, May 25th, for 8A certified business. SBA worked with GSA to help those 8A certified business. So this is the next one is subcontractor. Okay. I really encourage business. If you never work with the government, this is the good one to start. Be a subcontractor. So there are two websites you can go to. One is Subnet. Those prime contractor, they get a contract, they have to sub out. If the contract is over $750,000 or $1.5 million for construction. So you can find Subnet, those prime contractor, they post what subcontractor they are looking for. And also have the directory of those prime contractor, you can contact them. So SBA, we have mentor project programs. I don't have time to go to the detail, but that's, the mentors can teach you, then you can team up with them to get government contract. This is, they can have the training, education, one-on-one counseling for you, okay? So this is all the program. So now, please take actions, register on SAM, and then talk to the business counselors, and you check out the websites. All the websites are all important, and then you prepare how to bid. Okay, so but that's not enough, because a lot of people came to me said they already certified for 5 years, they never get any contract. So I asked them, I said, do you do marketing to the government agency? Oh, they say they didn't know they have to do the marketing. Yes, you have to market your business to the federal government agency. So this is the assistance center, procurement technical assistance center. They are nationwide, but I just list 3 here in New York for New York City. You can contact them. Originally, they called Procurement Technical Assistance Center. Now they changed to Apex Accelerator. They can help you with local government and federal government procurement. So every agency, okay, federal agency, they also have a small business advocacy office. So please contact them. They can help you with contracting too. So I will skip this one. Now I'm going to talk about marketing, okay? To do marketing, I highlight on this slide, you have to do your homework about the agency's mission and the programs before your meeting for best results. You have to learn about each agency. We have different mission, different goal, and the customers we want to serve. So the government, they don't know you are existing. They don't know you want to do business with them. So you have to let them know. So there are different titles, procurement officers in different agencies. Please to find out, okay, and contact them, build up the good relationship with them. So government contracting tips, first one, you have to identify your customers, find out which agency they bought, the similar product or services in the past, or in the future. Research their requirement, okay? Focus on those opportunities in your niche and your prioritize. And also you have to learn about regulation. I interviewed more than 100 procurement officers. They say they are looking for somebody, pleasantly to work with, persistent, professional, and positive. Especially persistence. Is usually you won't get your first contract done with just first bid, first bidding. You need to learn to improve. So this is how you should do the marketing. Participate a lot of the events. For example, you want to get contract from SBA. All the SBA's event you should come attend. Let us know you. Let us know that you really, good to work with and you are reliable. Okay. So one-on-one, if you find chance, talk to those right person, present your capability statement to them. And the second one, if you see any events have procurement or matchmaking, you have to be there. And follow up with all the lead. You get a lot of business card. You should use them. Okay, do not just put in a drawer. You follow up with them. And the last one, I just add this morning, August 9th and 10th, actually, there is one huge, the matchmaking event in Connecticut. Okay, so please, if you can attend that, you can learn and meet a lot of, the connections that you need to meet. So governments are looking for high quality product, reliable supplier, and fair prices. So those are the good, quality that you should emphasize. Okay, and also if you are the vendor, okay, vendors can help them to reach their goal. So that's why I say if you're qualified for any certification, please certify and let them know. Put on your business card, you are AA certified, you're women-owned small business. And the last one is simplicity, okay? So you are helping them to reach their goal. So this is call them, different agencies, network, not just the buyers, other vendors and potential customers. Get help from the experts and GSA and multiple award schedule. So put on GSA schedule is important, and subcontracting opportunities to start your government contract journey. Use direct mail or email. I know a lot of business think that make a phone call may be easier. That's good, but official email, you can have the proof and easy to follow up. Target government field offices. You don't have to go to Washington, D.C. Okay, and you have to be prepared to do business the way government does, a little bit different. You have to follow the regulation and rule and instruction. So when you see a solicitation, okay, you can request or download a bid package. If you need more detailed information, you can discuss with them, okay? And then you have to prepare your offer. When you read the solicitation, please read it more than one time. And it's better more than one person, okay, in your business to read together. You can request a procurement history. You must attend the pre-bid meeting and walk through and ask questions and proofread your proposal and submit it on time. I know actually we think submit on time is the easiest way, but do not submit the deadline because the computer traffic jam. So a lot of business cannot get through. So get ready. Are you responsive? I advise that all the business usually definitely assign one employee to deal with government contract, because when they ask you a question, they send you an email, they expect you to reply to them right away. And they're responsible, okay? You have to show that, especially your accounting systems. Okay, so know your market and research those agency budget. That's for your pricing, okay? And get help. Take care of your basic to show them you're ready, and register everywhere you can. Even a lot of private sectors right now, they have diversity programs. So, and then develop the relationship with them, start small. So the finally slides, I want to talk about the capability statement. You have 3 marketing tools you need to prepare. The first one is your elevator pitch. When you participate in an event, you only have 30 seconds to talk to those procurement officers. And they see more than, they see really hundreds of business that day. So how can you give them a good impression, about you and about your business? You need to practice, okay? And the second one, you have to prepare your one-page capability statement. I will have the sample for you next. And then usually they will have, select a few business to do the full capability presentation. So there's like semi-final competition. So you need to know the audience. You need to be focused on the information they want to know and brief. And you also have to stand out from the crowd. So those you really have to spend time to learn, to practice. So this is what you should write, include in your capability statement, okay? The same as resume, there is no form for you. So normally we say 1 page, but I saw this is one female veterans engineering company. She already got many government projects, so she was very smart, 1 page, but 4 size. So have the cover, have the capability statement, have the, all the photos of the projects she has done, and also have 1 page for the testimonials. Okay. This is the other one. This is a marketing company. During the pandemic, she's a Native Americans, women-owned business. So during the pandemic, she started getting a government contract to hold events because especially the beginning of the pandemic, a lot of agencies want to help the nationwide disaster. So they don't have the manpower or experience. So she just got a contract to hold those on-site, web, those online events for the government agency. So you can see Also, they have two sides, okay, but normally they don't have time, so keep in one page. Okay, so government is looking for qualified small business to meet its need. So you have to show you are qualified and you can help them, including the certification. The second one, marketing, really is not a rocket science. So everybody, all the procurement officers are different. So you should learn about them, ask them questions, and find out the best way to communicate with them. You also have to develop a marketing plan. Okay, I always encourage small business. You follow up regularly and put on your calendar because you are so busy, you will forget. And build up your reputation. And the last one, utilize the technology. I know some business, they use the ChatGPT to write a proposal. Okay, so we can save a lot of time. Okay, and also the last thing I want to mention that for federal government, our fiscal year is from October 1st to September 30th. So the first quarters, you just prepare, search which agencies you want to contact. And then the second quarter, those are the second and third quarter are the 2 quarters you really have to try to get a contract, okay, with the whole power. And then fourth quarter, a lot of agencies still have money. So a lot of last minute offers. So do not lose that opportunities. So this is, I just put here 2 slides. This is, I just entered in ChatGPT how to get government contract. They good, very good advice. Okay, I think they copy my information too. Okay, I also attach here. I won't go to the detail. New York City certification. We just had an event with I invite city and state agency to talk about their certification. So this is the information for New York City. Encourage everyone that you go to all the New York City's agency. They're all separated, okay? So you go to each of the agencies' website and subscribe their newsletter. So you can get all the information, okay? So this is New York City. New York City actually now they're raised their MWBE. They only certified for minority and women-owned business. I think Department of Housing actually they go up to 70% have to go to women and the minority business. This is the certification for New York State. The information. Actually, New York State have a lot of information. They even have a lot of training. So this is all the information here for you. I know that is a lot of information to take, but that's why you need to even work harder when you take the action to build up the relationship with those agencies. This is you can see my email here. If you want to be on my mailing list, please shoot me an email. So now I think we have 2 minutes. Let me stop sharing. And
Oh,
Elena,
perfect. Oh, you have to allow me to show video. You cannot start your video because the host has stopped it. It's weird. Something's going on with Zoom. So
okay.
if you can't, no worries. I don't need to be seen. We have a couple of minutes. I think you covered most of the questions here. I'm just scrolling down. What is the definition of small business? Is there a revenue cap?
Oh, yes, I mentioned that if you are
Okay.
manufacturing is 500 employees, depends on the the number of your employee. But non-manufacturing depends on your revenue, annual revenue. Generally speaking, it's 7.5 million, but depends on different industries. So you have to go to the website to find out. For example, construction company can go up to $34.4 million. So each industry is different. Okay.
Got it. What, I know that one last question. What does the 51% mean in an LLC case? Does an internal operation agreement work, or does the LLC has to be registered as 51% on the minority with the state? Does that make sense?
I don't want to answer you the question because I don't know the detail.
Okay.
So please contact me. So I have to see your document.
Okay.
So when you work with government agencies, they always ask for the document. They cannot answer you questions just according to what you told them. Okay. So
Right.
or talk to those T-Tax center.
If you get a disadvantaged business certificate, do you still have a 2-year do you have to be in business 2 years requirement? Like, that doesn't make
Now, for the 8A certification, we say you have to be in business for 2 years. But I also have one slide show you the 2 years requirement can be waived if you meet those qualifications. Okay, but my advice is do not rush. Do not rush. Go to the 8A certification because only 9 years. Okay, that certification only for 9 years. So don't rush in.
Okay. One last question is, for veteran-owned businesses, it has to be, it's not the employees. You can have veteran, they're asking for you to be certified as veteran-owned. Is it based on their employees or the ownership? It's the ownership. Yeah,
have to
of
be
course.
veterans owned, right?
Yeah. Okay. I think that's everyone. If you know, we're doing a hard stop at 11:01. Thank you, Manly, so much for joining us for this wonderful presentation. Everyone's going to, as long as you RSVP'd at chamber.nyc, you're going to get a copy of the presentation. It will be on Chamber TV on our website over the weekend. And then also put on your calendar, September 22nd, Annual Business Expo at the Hilton, New York. We have all the, a lot of the city, state, and federal agencies going to be there to take your questions, and they'll be there in person. So join us if you want to take a table, let me know. It's free to walk around, great connections that day. And until then, we have our online networking, in-person powered lunches, and we have some great webinar presentations coming up. Manly Lynn, thank you so much for your time. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. And good luck with everyone.
Thank you, everyone.